Mastering Law of Attraction through Lucid Dreaming.
Hi, this is Brandon Shaw. I'm co-CEO of Down to Earth Productions and Comedy, and this is how to master the Law of Attraction through Lucid Dreaming Step 3. And Step 3 is stop using obligation communication. Now, before I get to begin on Step 3, I want to go back and talk about Step 1 and Step 2. For those who've seen Step 1, it's been 2 weeks now, so I want you to go to Down to Earth Productions. Go to the videos, go to the comic sections. I want you guys to show me how many negatives and positives you had the first time you did a morning inventory. And then I want to see your progress on the second time that you did a morning inventory. To write down your negatives and your positives. I want to see good results, people, okay? Now, Step 2 is about controlling your emotions, which is very important. Remember, emotions is energy and motion. And that's how we're going to get to Step 3 right here. You need to stop using obligation communication. What I mean by that is we have to watch how we communicate with others and ourselves. Okay? There are certain words that we use as if we're obligated to do it, like we have no choice. We have to learn how to stop communicating as if we have no choice. That plays a trick on your brain, and what it also does, it drains your energy, because when you use these words, these phrases, matter of fact, these phrases I'm about to write on this board, it leaves you with no choice. So you talk like as if you don't have any choices. Life is all about choices. So I'm going to start with 2 of them, because the third one I'm going to use, I want to get more depth with it. Now, the first phrase that we use, obligation, is I gotta. And then we also love to say I have to. Here's an example of obligation talk. Now, I'm scheduled to be at work at 6 a.m. Notice I say I'm scheduled to be at work at 6 a.m. Now, the average person, including me at times, will say this: I gotta be at work in the morning. I know a lot of people say that so quickly, but you don't have to be at work. We always say I have to be or I got to. I gotta. You don't have to be at work at 6 in the morning, Brandon. But you want to say using I gotta or I have to. By using I gotta and I have to, you talk as if you have no choices. And that's what's going to cause your physical body to be even more limited than what it already is in a limited reality. So we want to get in the habit of saying I choose. I choose to go to work at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I choose to get off at work at 6 p.m. tomorrow. We want to get in the habit of saying I choose. Now, I want you just to say I gotta be at work at 6 a.m. How does your body feel when you say that? Like, really focus on how your brain activity is going and how your body feels when you say I got to be at work. I have to be at work. Now notice when you say I choose, it feels like you're more empowered. Just like the moral inventory, when you write down all your positives, it makes you empowered. You're controlling your emotions, it makes you more empowerment. I choose more empowerment. You have the choice. No obligation. This is your choice. You decide and nobody else. These are critical things to learn when I get to teaching you how to do things in a lucid dream. But first you gotta learn the basic steps, like Step 3. Stop using obligation communication. Start saying I choose. You don't have to say I have to. Another example. Somebody asks you, they want to borrow some money. Hey, Brandon, can I borrow $20? Man, I don't have the 20, man. I can't do it. And that's my third word I'm going to use, is the I can't. And that is the worstest thing that you can ever say. I know people know cuss words, and I'm not going to say those cuss words because you know what they are. But this is a million times worse than any cuss word. Is this right here. This I can't. I cannot. I want to touch on this specifically because when we saying I can't and you physically can do it, this is getting back to the borrowing the money. Brandon, can I borrow $20? I don't have. I can't let you get $20 because I don't have it. Well, I do have the $20. I just don't want to let him borrow it. Why don't I just say I choose not to let you have $20 from me? I choose not to lend you $20 because I'm saving up my money to buy this bicycle that I want. It's got to be honest. A lot of us, and we live in a generation now that we're so afraid to be honest with people because how they gonna take it? I don't know how we got lost with that. You shouldn't care about how people feel if you're telling them the truth. So people need to learn how to stop being so sensitive to being honest and telling the truth. But I can't. Why do you always say I can't do something when you physically can? Hey, Brandon, can you tell me to work today? Nah, man, I can't take you to work. Yeah, you can take him to work. You just choose not to take. I just choose not to take him to work. So stop using this I can't. Because your brain knows physically you can. And what happens is your logic side of your brain, the left hemisphere, knows this. But it's telling the subconscious to do the opposite. The subconscious doesn't know if you're dreaming or if you're awake. And what causes a friction, and now your body and stuff like that makes you stagnant. Like Lot's wife, she turned to a grain of salt. You'll be stagnant. You can't move out here. You make it a habit, just like what I talked about on lecture 2. When I explained controlling your emotions, when I was talking about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. Multitude of habits make up your subconscious. So you're making it a habit of putting yourself in obligation. I can't do this. I can't do that. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Same old song you singing every day. And what happens is your mind, your brain don't believe in that craziness. And now now it's like you set yourself up like you physically cannot do something that you physically can. It's like it gets to the point where like me taking this marker off the wall. Because you've been saying I can't, I have to, and I got it so much that, hey Brandon, can you get that off the wall for me? Nah, man, I can't even do it. Why can't you do it, Brandon? Because I'm doing something else. But you physically can do it. So not only is you lying to that person, you're lying to yourself. And then he lying to your mind, and now he's playing all these games. And causes a friction. I mean, you can just easily do this. But if you don't want to take this mark off the wall, just say, I choose not to. Remember, I choose. Keep saying it. I choose, 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 I choose. You gotta get that obligation up off of you. Because this is the obligation that's holding you back. A lot of people want to blame man, my wife, my husband, I got kids now, man, I got to take care of them. They say all these things when you don't. This is the only thing, realistically, in a physical reality, you have to take care of this. This is, you operate through this body. Nobody else operate through it. Like I said before, this is Iron Man. The soul is Tony Stark's. You control your body. You need to take care of this because you can't take care of nobody else. How can you be there for other people if you can't be through your own body that you in yourself? The Bible teaches us you can't serve two masters. You love one and you despise another. So you can't focus on yourself and others at the same time. So you got to start developing you some self-love, some self-respect. Those standards. That's what step 1 was about the moral inventory. Then you control your emotions. Then once you get more empowered, see, the more power you get, more empowered. So you realize a lot of these negativities and these things are crippling you or coming from you. Now you stop using obligation communication. You have the power to do these things. You're only obligated to take care of this. This is already difficult to take care of. You got to feed it, clean it, and, move it around. If you can't do that for yourself, how do you expect to be there for your children? How you going to expect to do that for a spouse, a woman you want to get with, a man you want to be with, ladies? It ain't going to happen. This has to come first. But now, once you take care of this, because you got all this empowerment now. Now I choose to help others. I can choose not to help others. No obligation. That's that mental enslavement. You feel, and you're doing this. This ain't the government. This ain't politics. This ain't your neighbors. This ain't. You are your worst enemy because of these limitations you place on yourself because of the obligations you're telling yourself. Now we all know that we can speak things into existence. In a physical reality, things manifest slowly. Let me repeat that. In the physical reality, things manifest slowly. In lucid dreaming, which I call unlimited reality, things manifest quickly. In a snap of a finger, with thought. That's simple. Just no different than your imagination right now. See, right now, my imagination, I can, hell, I'm on a plane right now. I'm going to Jamaica. But that's in my mind, though. Physical reality, that's not what's happening right now, because you see me on the camera. But I can see the image, though. What's the one thing people want to do in the physical reality? You know what that is? They want to do whatever they want to do with no consequences. That's a place where you can do that at. You can do it in your lucid dreams. You can actually project. Because out there, there's no pain, no suffering. You are the master of everything. So you can create anything at any time. And put it in any place that you want to. You know what I'm saying? Laws of gravity and all that don't exist. Time and space don't exist. That's all you. Ain't nobody out there but you. So when you're in a physical reality, yeah, you're around all these different people, but you're only attached to this. You're only obligated to take care of this body physically. That's a fact. Because if you're not taking care of this, then who's going to take care of it? Another being with a brain like you? Who blood goes through veins like you? We need to learn to stop using obligation communication. That's what's causing us to slow us down. In a physical reality, you need to know how to slow down the correct way. Not where you straight, not moving at all. That's how that turtle was able to beat that rabbit. And just like us, we all rabbits. The turtle represents life. It can pass us by. Things manifest slowly. So you need to learn how to move slowly. Know how to think. Slowly. Analyze. Like I explained to you on step 2. Because we use obligation words, what happens is that it kind of speeds things up. Now you want to do all these things, lucid dream, you can be anything you want. You can have all the women you want. Man, you can do whatever. You are the law. But in physical reality, it isn't like there's different laws to different realities. And there's only 3 realities, and I'm going to explain that later on down the lecture. There's only 3 main realities. People talk about 5th dimension, 6th dimension, 8th dimension, 2nd dimension, all these things. But there's only 3 realities. The state of nothingness, the limited reality, which we in now, and the unlimited reality, where dreams and astral projection, all that stuff takes place. You can travel through all of them through your mind. Because what your eyes see is nothing but projection of images is going through the brain. So you need to learn how to stop obligating. Stop thinking that you're obligated to do things that you're not. And step 4, when I talk about step 4, this is where a lot of people are going to get turned off on. How to master law of attraction, lucid dreaming. Because you have to let go of the things that you've been conditioned to believe. But before we get to step 4, right now we're on step 3. Learn how to stop using obligation communication. Once again, I choose. I choose to give these lectures. I choose to go to work. I choose to do this profession. I choose to be with this woman. I choose to eat this food, regardless of the consequences. You know, life is all about consequences. It's pros and cons. Every action has a reaction. But it's your choice. It's your world. It's your mind, your body. Mind, body, soul. Protect your body. Only thing you need to be obligated to take care of this. Because once you handle this, once you take care of this, everything else out here will be simple. That's the whole basis of mathematics. To simplify things, not complicate things. Like I said before, go to Down to Earth Productions, go to the YouTube channel. I want you to like, share, and subscribe to this information. Because I want people to know this. This is useful, and this is going to help you in all walks of life. So like I said before, Mastering Law of Attraction, Lucid Dreaming, Step 3. I'm going to write it down for you guys so you can see it. Stop using obligation communication. You guys have a good time out there in peace. Step 4 will be out next Wednesday.
Mastering Law of Attraction through Lucid Dreaming.